Good morning. I'm Carlton Sharp, pastor of Faith Christian Center Church, right here in Beaumont, Texas. And we're here on what's happening in our neighborhood. And today, my special guests are Lillie and Elizabeth Shelton. Welcome, ladies.
Hi.
Welcome. Thank you.
Hey, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm a recent graduate from Ozan High School, and I have an interest in medicine. I really enjoy science and math.
So Lillie, you a Panther?
Yes, a proud Panther.
That is so good. Hey, listen, something great is happening in your life. Tell us a little bit about that.
So this fall, I will be going to Johns Hopkins University in Baltimore, Maryland.
Hold up. Johns Hopkins is a prestigious university.
Yes, sir.
And you were able to get in there. How were you able to do that?
Well, it took a lot of hard work and dedication and never losing sight of your goals. Ever since I was a little girl, I knew that I wanted to pursue medicine. And Johns Hopkins is noted for their fields in medicine. And if you go there, you can excel in the medical sector. So when I was applying to colleges, they definitely caught my eye. And I knew that if I worked hard and made my applications perfected, that I could probably have a shot in getting in there.
So hold up, you're gonna become Dr. Lillie Shelton.
Hopefully.
Now you said you had to put a lot of hard work in the application part. You know, most young people don't understand the process of preparing themselves for college. So tell us a little bit about some of the things that you did in order to fill out the scholarship application.
Well, it's a very rigorous process, and it doesn't just start your senior year. You have to prep for it all through high school. So it starts with your freshman year, making sure your grades are up to par and making sure that you're preparing for your standardized tests like your SATs and ACTs, and just looking out for which colleges will be to the best benefit for what you want to pursue in life. So after all that, you finally get to your senior year, and that's when you start writing the essays and applying for scholarships and actually creating the applications.
So you actually really started in the 9th grade,
Yes.
preparing yourself for what would ultimately come out to be this scholarship to Johns Hopkins University.
Yes.
I mean, so you put in the hard work. Were you an all-A student?
Yes, I was.
I gotta figure that, Lillie. I gotta figure that. So you mastered all your classes.
I tried to the best of my ability, and I even graduated as valedictorian of my class.
Hold up, Lillie. You were the #1 student in your class?
Yes, sir.
Oh my goodness, that is wonderful, Lillie. Hey, Mom, how proud are you of Lillie?
It's overwhelming at times because, when you have a student like Lillie, you know that they're trying their very best not to drop the ball. So you try to home in on your skills as a parent so that you don't drop the ball, so that they can be the very best that they're seeking to be in their lifetime.
Uh-huh.
So, I'm overwhelmed, and I'm doing my level best to stroke for stroke, get her where she needs to be so that she can be a proud member of this community.
Now, Mom, Johns Hopkins is in Baltimore.
Mm-hmm.
Baltimore is a long way from Beaumont.
Yes, it is.
So how are you gonna feel when it's time for Lillie to take flight and go to Baltimore?
Well, she's already taken flight. It was a 5-week program where she went to summer school, and it kind of got all the butterflies of her being that distance out. And we have a few family members who live up in that area, so if push come to shove, we got somebody to shove out there to get her done.
So okay, Lillie. So you were in a program for 5 weeks.
Yes, sir.
Tell those who are watching about that 5 weeks experience, going out on your own, going to Baltimore, Maryland. I mean, you are there by yourself.
Yes, most definitely. When I first flew out, I was very nervous because this is the farthest away I've been from home alone. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is real. I'm actually here. I'm in Maryland, away, thousands of miles away from my family. And then I began to adjust, and it really began to feel like home. And I realized that I can excel at this university, and I just felt like it was the right place for me. So it was definitely a nice experience, those 5 weeks.
Now, Johns Hopkins is not an inexpensive university to attend.
No, it's not.
Now, you received a grant as part of being a part of Johns Hopkins.
Yes,
so tell
sir.
us a little bit about that.
So I received a grant for around $50,000, and it pays for about half of the education to go, but I still have like $28,000 left to pay on my bill for Johns Hopkins.
Now, the 50,000 is for a semester or for a year?
For a year.
So hold up. Stop the brakes. So it's going to cost you $50,000 to go for 1 year, your freshman year.
It's out of pocket. They're expecting me to pay $28,000
Wow.
each year, so that's where the need for.
So Mom, I mean, Lillie is not the only child that you have that's going to college.
Well, she's not the only child that I've had that went to college, because my son went to college some 6 years ago, which cost us out of pocket $35,000, and we're still eating that elephant. And
One piece at a time. Huh?
yeah, one bite, one piece, you know. And so, you know, like, you can't get a child to this level and say, because of economics, you can't go and strive to be the best, take your place among the best, because our community has to say this is ours. We made in helping take the fruit to market. The
Yeah.
market is Johns Hopkins.
Yeah.
She is the fruit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, Mom, I mean, some people would say that nothing good comes out of the BISD district. Nothing good comes out of Ozan High School. I am sitting next to a product that's going to be Dr. Lillie Shelton in just a few more years, but she needs some help.
Yes, she does.
And so what are you asking the community to do for you?
Just to back me up, I mean, I was born and raised here, and I want to show that there is good that comes out of this community, because I know there is. I see the potential that's here. And we do get a bad reputation, but that's not true. And I just want to give hope to the students who are here, that you can do it, and you can prosper, and you can succeed, and the sky is the limit.
So what steps have you taken to raise the $28,000 in order to pay for your education for this year?
Well, we got some help from the Creative Corrections Facility. Mom, do you want to talk some more about that?
Well, Percy Pitzler
Yeah.
set up a situation where people were able to donate. He had a timeline in which they could help with the proceeds of Lillie going to school. The timeline has since cut off, and I'm so glad and thankful that you picked up and assisted with getting the word out. We're still probably about somewhere 25,000
Okay.
that we still need to raise, or we still need to get there. Basically, every cent counts, and you know, like, we're going to do our level best to make sure that we can do anything through whatever God put forth that we need to do. So, you know.
Now you've actually set up a GoFundMe
Yes,
account.
I have.
So tell us about the GoFundMe account.
So the GoFundMe account can be reached at www.gofundme.com/myeducation@Johns-Hopkins
Hold on,
University.
Lillie, that's a lot. Look, that's a lot. One more time, Lillie. Tell us how GoFundMe again.
www.gofundme.com/myeducation@Johns-Hopkins.
Now listen, those of you who are watching today, listen, I know that was a lot. I put it right there on the screen for you. I've given it to you. Now, every little bit helps, right?
Yes, most definitely.
Listen, I want to encourage you. I want to encourage those of you who are watching today. Let's help Lillie complete her education at Johns Hopkins University. All it takes is all of us doing a part, whether it's $25, whether it's $50, whether it's $100. That helps in making this product out of our hometown become the best that she can be. She has the opportunity. It's not like she doesn't have the opportunity. She has this opportunity right now to become a doctor or an engineer or whatever she wants to become. But she needs help. I pray right now that those of you who are watching today would say, okay, you talking to me, Pastor Sharp. I want to be one of the ones who donates to give to her college fund to help her to become the doctor that she wants to become. So listen, right there again, there, right on your screen, there's the GoFundMe account. $25, $50, $100, $1,000. Or listen, Listen, if you want to go ahead and take care of the rest of the 25,000, listen, we'll be so grateful. And listen, I know somebody's out there got it. Praise God, amen. I want to thank Lillie and her mother Elizabeth for coming today, for sharing with us the great things that are happening in her life and the great things that are about to happen in her life at Johns Hopkins University. So I want to thank her for joining us, and thank you for joining us today on what's happening in our neighborhood. And we will see you next time on our broadcast.